The Legend of the Veil is an Athena's Fortune voyage exclusively available to Pirate Legends. It's purchasable from the Pirate Lord in the Athena's Fortune hideout. During this voyage you will meet the Pirate Lord, help Suds, befriend Belle, and explore the sunken Athena shipwrecks. This is in hopes of uncovering the Veil stones that belong to the Veil of the Ancients in order to protect the Sea of Thieves from Captain Flameheart. Today I'm going to be telling you all you need to know about this voyage in order to complete it as fast as possible. Aren't I nice? You know what? Leave a comment saying something like, wow, I like you. Thank you for the cool information. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, there are 3 chapters in this voyage. The first 2 chapters will always be random, with some chapters being puzzles and others being combat based. There are 5 different variations in these chapters, which I will explain now. First up, we have the Haunted Islands. This chapter will be identified in your book by having to visit Belle at X location on X island. This chapter will direct you to a haunted island surrounded in green fog. When you arrive and speak to Belle, she will speak some nonsense and give you an enchanted lantern which reveals ancient statues. One will spawn right next to her which you will need to light so that the others can reveal shining beacons and ghostly pulses. This shows the location of the other statues around the island. Once you light the last statue, a main final statue surrounded by ancients located by a beacon of shockwaves will appear. Once lit, you will need to fight waves of phantom until eventually defeating the Soul Flame Captain, who drops 3 to 4 pieces of Athena loot, as well as a Veilstone becoming available for collection from the ancients. Pictorial maps. Pictorial maps provide several sketches drawn by Suds of the island containing the Veilstone, including one sketch with an icon indicating the exact location of the buried Veilstone itself. It will not tell you which island it is, instead you will have to work out which island it is based on the drawings and images of the island provided by Suds, meaning the identification of landmarks and other points of interest within the available sketches are critical for identifying both the island and the exact location of the Veilstone. This can dictate whether or not you complete this voyage within 35 minutes or if it takes over an hour, as I found out on stream by going to the wrong island. Next up we have the Lying Maps. Possibly my least favourite, the chapter featuring lying maps provides a map of the island containing the Veilstone, however it does not have a marker where it is buried. Instead, there are a number of symbols corresponding to the numerous drawings created by the ancients on the island, which are marked on the map. However, one of these symbols will be incorrect. This is where you can find the Veilstone. Just dig below the symbol and it will be found within an ancient chest. Shipwreck graveyards. Shipwreck graveyards are fairly simple and will require you to dive into a cluster of shipwrecks to find a Veilstone, as well as other treasure items. You must search each shipwreck interacting with bookshelves, cabinets, hats, and other objects to try and reveal the Grim Fortune's key, which will obviously unlock the Grim Fortune's cabin containing the Veilstone. There is a little cheat, however, to getting the Grim Fortune's key, as on the Grim's Fortune ship there is a logbook located somewhere on the lower decks which tells you exactly what ship the key is on. The only thing this means is that you may miss Athena loot scattered across the other ships as you went straight to the key because you knew where it was, instead of searching each and every ship. Finally, we have zoom maps. These are identical to traditional X marks the spot treasure maps, but only features a zoomed in portion of the island around the buried Veilstone. Similar to the pictorial maps, the locations on zoom maps are significantly harder to identify and will require either a high level of map knowledge or an intense scouring of the map table to locate. Moving on to the final chapter. Unlike the first 2 chapters, the final chapter will always be the same, requiring you to destroy 3 ghost garrison emplacements and 1 main ghost garrison. A huge green tornado protects the central ghost garrison. This main ghost garrison will become exposed once all 3 ghost garrison emplacements have been destroyed using your ship's cannons. Once exposed, you will need to shoot at each vulnerable glowing green part of the central ghost garrison. Once all weak points have been destroyed, the storm and the defending ghost ships will disappear, leaving the voyage's final treasure accessible on the central garrison. Upon completing this final garrison, you will receive 1 chest of legends, 1 ancient chest containing the final Veilstone and 2 Athena artifacts, along with 3 Athena's Fortune pieces of treasure on the floor, and finally 8 to 10 pieces of ghost loot. So that's about it. That's all you really need to know about this voyage. There are 5 different variations you can get for the first 2 chapters, and the final one will always be the same. If you want some tips, my advice would be don't bother shooting any of the ghost ships, just shoot the main emplacement. It would just save you so much more time. You won't be sailing around shooting at ships which don't really make any progress towards finishing the voyage. Just shoot the main emplacements and the main ghost garrison. And yeah, that's about the video done. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please consider subscribing and leaving a like, and letting me know what kind of videos you want on Sea of Thieves, and I will try and bring them to you. Currently, as I'm recording this, I have one monitor which barely works, so that's why there's been a lack of videos in the past 2 weeks or so. But yeah, I'm working on it, okay? I've got another monitor on the way. Anyway, guys, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Much love, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, my friends.